Okay, Front Range Lumber again, trying to help you out with products you might have questions about. So Front Range Lumber in Lakewood, Colorado, we tend to stock and sell a lot of things nobody else has. Now, today we're going to talk about shakes and shingles, cedar shakes and shingles, which have been around for at least a century. We're not a roofing company, so we're not the definitive expert on this, but what I'm telling you is generally true, okay, and a good introduction. So a lot of people call us and they're looking for shake shingles. First thing is, it's either shakes or it's shingles. Now, what's the difference? A shake is thicker on the end and irregular, so the thickness varies. This one's fairly uniform, but they could vary and ripple from end to end. These do have a hand split edge, okay? Now, these were commonly used on roofs, hardly ever anymore. So when people buy these from us, they're mainly looking to patch a hole or some kind of damage. Now, these end up being almost 2 feet long. As far as the width in this direction, they vary. That's the whole key to this product and always has been. They vary, and if you look at stacks, you'll see pieces anywhere from 3 or 4 inches wide, and we get them much wider than that, and those are called shakes. Now we'll show you a label that comes on here. It's usually beat up by the time we see it. These all come from British Columbia, Canada. They're Western red cedar. You want to see an interesting video, look at how they're made. You would not want to do that for a living, because these guys are standing by a saw about this tall and they're inches away from it when they make these things. It would terrify me. So those are shakes. Again, they're thicker and they're irregular. Shingles are thinner and consistent on this thickness, which is about 3/8 of an inch. This one here you can see is wider, but again, they can be different widths. That's normal, okay? These are made by hand, but they're made very quickly. And this one here, for example, is about 11 inches wide, okay? In this direction, it's about 16 inches. Now, do these sizes vary from over the decades, okay? No question that they're thinner than they were decades ago. Just like everything, there's some shrinkage there. So this is the good stuff. This is the cream of the cream for cedar. No knots, old growths, and these are from old trees. So this is the ultimate in quality for this kind of product. So I mean, what do people use it for? Doghouse roofs, sheds. Shingles were very commonly used under the gables of old houses. So if you had a house 100, 120 years old, they could have used shingles, or especially they could have used products that were made out of shingles. I don't have any here right now, but they are available. They're usually 5 inches wide, and the bottom could have a design. For example, a half circle or a point, like a diamond shape. Those are available, quite expensive, and besides how people's tastes have changed over the decades, that's why you don't see them on new houses, because those are quite expensive. So these are sold in bundles. We're one of the few sources we realize in Colorado at the retail level. We normally keep them in stock. You can call for prices anytime. If you need nailing instructions and that kind of thing, the cedar industry will give you instructions. If you just put in key search words like real cedar or Western wood producers, you'll find information on finishing them, installing them, nailing, what kind of nails, that kind of thing. I hope this introduction has helped you. Thank you from Front Range Lumber.